So, sedimentary rocks are formed from, well, sediment. It's sort of in the name. So, a sedimentary rock is when you have, it can be from anything, but oftentimes it's actually from a rock that breaks up into pieces from, let's say, rain. Say it rained outside. Well, all this rain is going to get into the cracks and crevices of a little rock. This rock's name is, his name's Joey. So, rain starts to pour and get into the cracks and crevices of Joey, and it starts to make them bigger and larger than they were before, which makes him kind of sad. And it breaks him apart even. It takes chunks off one at a time, and eventually he just becomes little sediment pieces. He's not really much anymore. He's just little pieces of sediment. So, from the sediment that he becomes, he will get either blown by the wind or he can get pushed by water. Either way, he's going to be deposited. He's going to be deposited onto a piece of earth. So, when you think of deposited, when he's deposited, it is called deposition. So, he's deposited to the ground, and then he gets compacted. And I always think of it like this. When you're compacting something, you've got these arms pushing them together. Whatever it is, it's pushing it together, but it's still kind of just little bits, like here and there. It's still, not fully, he's not together yet. But when it's cemented together, you've got these huge muscly arms that's pushed him together, and now it's a full rock. And so now, from being deposited to being compacted to being cemented, he is now a sedimentary rock again, which makes Joey happy. So he can be happy again. Now, I will catch you back when we talk about metamorphic rocks. Unless I have something else, I don't really think I do. The cat is laying on my papers. So, yeah. These are formed from other rocks and minerals. It's not just rocks that break apart. It's also things like little seashells. Parts of a seashell can break apart, and it can form, it can be a helping hand in forming a sedimentary rock. Or even minerals. It could be formed from, I don't know, let's say fluorite. You could have a little bit of fluorite, and that could break apart, and it could form from that. So, like there are two different types of igneous rocks, there are not different types of sedimentary rocks. There's just sedimentary. And it's the same process for both. There's not a different way for it to happen. Alright, so now I will actually catch you back when we start talking about metamorphic rocks.